We've never really seen a gamma line getting offered, have we? It looks very, very bullish. So the only way we're going to get through this cap buyer is if we start seeing some gamma selling coming in, and we haven't seen that yet. We're still getting jammed by the gamma line at this cap price, and that's probably the dealers that are jamming us at the moment at this point. You can see the dealers, there's no way the dealers are going to be doing anything but jamming the price on this at this point, with the gamma line going up. So we know that that's the case, and because we know that's the case on this red candle, you bag some money. It's as simple as that. You bag some money. And obviously we need to develop that delta storyline before we can start expecting the price to make a big solid break of the 22s. Looking at it from a credit spreads market point of view, we can see credit spreads since 2:30 have been neutral. So that's okay, because that's exactly what the price has done. The credit spreads from 1430 have gone basically sideways, suggesting, of course, top line sales were good at this stage, suggesting, of course, now that bottom line buys are good at this stage. So there's a reason why people will be happy to buy in at 23s. With this short-term value pressing higher, the credit spreads are nearly as high as they've been. We're obviously expecting that this could push the price back through the top edges. So obviously we look at market internals. We can see from the banker bet trades, we can see that market internals are 142, 100. We can see the present moment, they're 120. So market internals are positive. So that's obviously something we're mindful of. They are making new higher highs. That's something we're mindful of. And obviously that means that if we're going to be selling this because of the overall shape of the sentiment and of the real economy, then the sell is going to be at higher prices. It has to be at higher prices or it's not at all. So we find a way to figure this out. And obviously it means a little bit of extra work. But every time you put that tiny little bit of extra work in, your probability goes up a little bit. Your probability of a successful outcome increases every time you put in that extra little bit of extra effort, that extra little bit of work. Your probability upticks. Because you're obviously taking away the possibility you've missed something. The cost to that, of course, is time. You've got to get it done quickly, because by the time you finish doing the analysis, the trade may well have gone, in which case you're chasing it. And because you've done all the work, you don't want to miss it. You end up paying dumbass prices. Because you end up paying dumbass prices, you end up with the worst possible trade at the worst possible price. So if you're going to do it, you make sure you can still do it timely. You make sure you can still get rid of the data fast. You can make sure you're still executing at the best possible price. And if that's not the case, you just walk away and you wait for the next one, recognizing that you're a little bit slow on the controls. Recognize you're a little bit slow to make the play. Now, I'm looking for a buy on bonds. I have a lot of value to buy bonds at the moment. I am watching the price dropping down. I'm not doing anything about it because I've still not seen a bid coming in, guys. I've not seen a bid coming in. And I'm just watching it dropping down at the moment. I have a lot of value to buy this. A lot of value to buy this sweep. I haven't seen any book bids at all. So I'm letting it drop through. And I'll maybe start looking to buy into it relatively soon. So I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm doing. But it's crap at the moment. Okay, it's as simple as that. It's a crap trade. I'm not seeing any value. I'm not seeing any order flow to buy into this. And as far as I'm concerned, it can just do whatever it likes. I'm not going to get involved in it at this point. So I am looking. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be seeing if it continues to develop. And we're in pretty good shape on that S&P short as well. We have now taken out the cap buyer. That's not unexpected after the failed auction. So we've taken out the cap buyer. We're now moving towards that measure, but there's a lot of things suggesting we're not going to reach the measure. So obviously, if you're a multi-lot trader after the little spring sell, you might want to bag some money off the 20s. Nice, 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 nice.